set up that kill zone, make sure that they are ready to start pouncing and punishing Todak's mistakes if they fail that initial engage.
What we said about KEYD is that they want to group up as soon as possible, and this is the composition that you need to is an aggressive lineup, or maybe, you know what they call the aggro lineup, that they need to control the early to the mid stages of the game.
Well, we've spoken about the drafts. It's time for the execution. Will it be KEYD or will it be Todak? Spam the chat right now with your predictions because we have just entered the Land of Dawn for match number 2 here in the second day of the M3 World Championships. Yums already trying to zone away the members from the side of KEYD, trying to go in, trying to dish out some damage, but it is going to be Formase getting some damage on, going for the little Wanderer, but damage, oh my god, Moon goes in, one more shot, and the flame shot connects the snipe from downtown to secure the Razor. First blood.
Wow, that was fast. That was incredibly fast here as Yums taking a large majority of that aggression. They were not able to secure the Litho Wanderer, but they find that first blood so fast here. Some good decision making, especially since Chico was doing a great job at pushing out that lane early on. Moon, well played, great stun, great flame shot.
Yeah, the real advantage that they got from the first blood is that this Lancelot will have a better time, because it also means that KEYD will now be so confident into invading the jungle of Formase, and that also means that Todak will have great time in the first 2 minutes of the match. Maybe even a little bit of an advantage in the turtle fight once it happens. As you can see, this Momo is trying to clear out the wave as soon as possible and maybe transition into this mid lane and help this Kagura.
Interesting. You see King, he's already gone down towards the Gold Crab, trying to control this tempo, and Chico understands that he's going to be the primary target, and based on what we've seen from MPL Brazil, they really like to punish these gold laners, knowing that, hey, we want to shut down your scaling options as soon as possible.
You can see already Formase going in, invading the jungle, getting an extra jungle creep right there, and instantly rotating towards this turtle. They don't have the pressure just yet. It's actually KEYD who gets the mid lane prio, and there you go. Momo jumps in for the damage. He's going to be able to get the falling star. Moon onto King, dashing away, and King with the moves, able to dodge away from everything. But look at that! The combos coming in from Todak to pick off 1, pick off 2. They're going to go for 3, but Takashi simply too tanky right now. King trying to go for the Lycan Pounce, will be able to go on to Momo. No damage to be getting those kills just yet, as Luis has also made his way to the top side. Both teams will just be able to trade some kills.
Oh, this is a really interesting strategy coming in from Todak's side. They're using these neutral objectives to get bait KEYD into fights where they know they have a little bit of an early game advantage as long as Beatrix doesn't make it to the fight in time.
Yeah, they're fishing for KEYD at this point, right?
Yeah, they are. Kind of ironic because Todak's the swordfish is here.
Right. Exactly. So it's totally different right now, and also such a nice decision from Todak. That's why they're leading by 1,000 gold. Not even getting the turtle just yet. At this point, they will eventually get it, but they know that the ultimate from the backside is just cooled down. King as well, the other members of KHRs, they're not ready to position themselves around this turtle.
You know, I do have a question here for Gideon, perhaps, because I pointed out this question earlier on when we looked at the rosters, but now it has been confirmed. Chiku in the gold lane. Formase will be the one playing in the jungle position, as the turtle has just been slain by Singapore Passion made possible. Singapore Tourism Board right here. But yes, Gideon, what is the specialty of Chiku in the gold lane? What does he bring to the team with this roster swap?
Ridiculous mechanics. I mean, he is, I wouldn't want to say this kid anymore because he's grown up, he's matured quite, he's had a lot of time to kind of mature. And I think, you know, now that he doesn't have to worry about anything else, he can focus on purely his talented mechanics. He is indeed a well-rounded overall, and most people would agree, marksman player. And Formase, he loves those assassins. He loves to engage. He loves to make that outplay. So it's easy for them to switch depending on that situation. But let's have a look on how Momo is now becoming a more dominant force in Todak's side, pushing for control on top side of the map.
Yeah, you can see Formase as well going in. Holy Baptism will be able to connect. Real world inflation has been popped. Formase will be able to get away with the Phantom Execution, as both teams will just choose to disengage. King will be able to secure his own purple buff here and, you know, fend off for himself from that invade.
Yeah, very nice recovery from KEYD, as we saw. By the way, Momo opted to go for the Enchanted Talisman as his first item, which is interesting because you kind of need to tank up, but at the same time want to make sure that you keep that lane always pushed. And that's what he's trying to do now. Look at how aggressive, how far forward he is. What he does is just to cut the minion wave, clear it as fast as he can, and then participate into mini team fights. Maybe look for plays around the map. And this is proving to be good for Todak because they're now keeping Tekashi up top.
Yeah, look at that. Wave clear comes in. Louise is going to get pulled back in. Yums will be able to get that damage and get that CC off, but it is still KEYD defending really well from that play by Todak.
I mean, Todak is making sure that they're one step ahead, and a lot of this is just controlling the tempos of the waves itself. Momo, what he's doing so far is keeping them in lane. He knows he can get out of these situations. He just has to buy a lot of time. Momo quickly flickers on out of here. He might be in some trouble, but you know it's Esmeralda. She can tank for quite a bit, especially since King doesn't have his second item.
Let's see what happens here. It is going to be KEYD again, trying to get some pressure. Already starting up the turtle here. Momo trying to open up the map for his team. It is going to be the Rafaela coming in as well, trying to do the same thing. Tekashi now with the shield unity, trying to open up the map. Falling Simon connects onto Mikey, and is being him running away. Final Execution tries to go in for the turtle, but it is actually going to be the turtle taken away by KEYD. An all-out brawl is going to happen right now. Formace jumps in, but King dukes the entire team, and Mikey's there for the healing. Crisp, clean gameplay coming in from the Brazilians.
Love it. I love it. That's what you wanted
crazy
to see, because now this is the trading of mechanics. Todak relying so heavily on their mechanics and have grown to start playing these strong macro games, but KEYD really wanting to go for that hard ego challenge. I love it.
You see this is the Roger with just only one dash. I mean, at least 2 dashes, but just juked it with just pure positioning and movements. It's pixel perfect coming out from King. And that wasn't the first time he did it. He actually did it before, where he tried to dodge some of the skill shots from Todak. And now I see why he's being called the King without the crown.
Oh, and there you go. Another good play from KEYD. They're just so good at running away, getting out of these sticky situations, and that's what happens again. Louise gets out of a 3-man gank in the bottom side.
What was that?
It's great identification. Wait, hold on. Formace, he's going really deep.
He is going really deep. He actually fails on the puncture right there. Forced to use the Phantom Execution to run away, and Momo is caught in a 1v3. Forced to use the Falling Simon to get out of that one, and that is another good, trade-off in terms of health and resources for KEYD. They managed to get the orange buff. They managed to do everything in their own jungle and, fend off once again against Todak's aggression.
Yeah, I think it's really great identification, like especially for Louise. He sees 3 people show up to go for this big old gank, right? He immediately identifies who has CC, and in that situation, it literally was only Moon. Everybody else really couldn't do much about the situation, so he just timed it, wait for the yin-yang overturn from Moon, and then he knew he was going to get out scot-free.
Yeah. Oh my god. Third turtle has spawned in this game. King now trying to get... was able to get the purple buff. Now rotating to the top side where Chiku has just been munching on that top side turret. But it is actually going to be Todak now with the pressure. They've done the lane swap. Now with Nathan up top, they will be able to get the clear. And that's going to be Mikey opening up the map. But he's going to get taken down instantly right now with Todak having the pressure. It is going to be KEYD trying to go in for the steal. Moon is going to be caught in the midst of it all as Todak tries to back away. They have the turtle. They have the kill. So far, they are going to be able to walk away with the lead, but KEYD, they're looking for more. Chiku jumps in with the entropy, trying to buy some damage, trying to buy some time, but it is going to be Tekashi looking for a re-engage. Time of it has been able to connect. Tekashi now just so tanky with the turtles of Boysons in a 1v3 gets out.
Yep, and then in this entire time, let's keep an eye on the map. That was a 4v5 situation, and Todak, they traded, they were able to lose 1, that's fine, they didn't really get the turtle, okay, no big deal, but look at the amount of pressure that they were able to get on the bottom side of the map, and eventually evening out the score to 1-1 in that overall trade.
And in fairness for Todak, they have been winning the economic battle as we are seeing it. Those little moves, they pile up, and now they're leading by 2,000. Of course, they're leading when it comes to the kills, and they're keeping KEYD at bay. And the fact that Louise, as well as look at that. So the fact that they are famished when it comes to the farm, it piles up so slowly. But after 9 minutes of game time, we're seeing it in full fruition.
Yeah, there you have it, man. We were mentioning this. Todak, with the aggression, they haven't been able to actually get some pickoffs, but now you can see completely with the map split up already, with the pressure that they got in all of the side lanes. This is Todak at their best. Playing it clean, going for the pickoffs, and one by one, KEYD members are falling like flies as Todak look for the pick once again. I'm already connecting to the backside. Prime's gonna be the target right now. Still able to run away, but a Phantom Execution comes in. Formaze with a mistake right there. He goes in, overcommitting a little bit, and KEYD might have a chance to turn this around, but no, Todak gets a turret, moves away, and lets Formaze just, that's the only thing we're willing to sacrifice.
Yeah, and immediately you can see the response from Todak. They know that, okay, Formaze dying kind of bad because in about 9 more seconds, Lord is about to come up. It depends on what KEYD wants to do. If they want to take this Lord early, they absolutely can, and Todak will try to slow them down, or they can wait longer for the Luminous Lord, but let's see this fight one more time. Where did it all go wrong, Wolf?
Well, definitely the positioning of Luis was there. However, it's just that so many corners have been covered by Todak, and actually the real highlight for me for that play was the overall macro and the overall position of Todak across the map. That's why they got so much gold out of that just single play.
And KEYD going for a very smart decision. They don't have to get Lord right now. It means they want that Luminous Lord. They're going to go for global gold. Let's break that top 2.
Oh! No way! Moon goes for the kill, but is actually turned around with the healing that Mikey has here. KEYD is able to turn around a pick off, and just like that, they have one pick off in this stage. The Lord is up. The setup is there. Will KEYD force this Lord?
Egypt is just working.
Yeah.
I've seen this before.
Oh my goodness.
This happened so many times. In the Philippines, we call this 1v1 against 4.
Really? Honestly, this is what we call limit testing. Yeah, like Moon is trying his stress testing, and same goes for Takashi. He's in trouble. Oh, and Formaze manages to pick him up.
Oh no, this might be a disaster for the side of KEYD right now. Losing their tank, their front line right now, and the Lord will be taken away by Formaze. There's going to be Chico picked up all across the board. In the midst of it all, Luis still able to kite away, still able to deal some damage, but in the end, Yums shuts him down. VK, King is trying to run away now. With the Lycan bounce, it's not going to be enough, and that's 4 members taken on the board. Todak are looking for the wipeout. Prime fighting with his last breath, and he survives. What is going on? But the falling Star Moon in the end to seal the deal with the Lord. They might go for the end right here, right now.
No, I don't think they can actually go for this. Luis is coming back up in about 6 seconds unless they can speed this up right now. And Takeshi is going to try as hard as possible to keep it under the turret. He goes down. Mikey and Luis is back to hold strong. And Todak identify, all right, let's take all the inhibitors. Let's take them for every piece of gold they are worth for.
Holy moly, man. That was a crazy fight. We saw KEYD, they had the advantage, but they didn't play as a team. One person alone playing in that bottom side, Takashi. Maybe he thought he was going to be able to distract those members for a little bit longer to take the Lord. But man, I feel like that was a little bit too much.
I don't think it's too much, actually. I think Todak, this is one of their specialties. They're great at the scramble. They like throwing people off balance a lot. By even if they have to sacrifice a member, they know that they have the damage to actually sustain through. However, I will say that if I was King, I would be fuming at this Lancelot, who only got away by the sliver of his seas thanks to the Corbold in the jungle. That one extra dash bought him a full second.
Exactly. And Todak, they also bought about, 8,000 gold because of that the string of events. And what I will say about Todak is that was a really good macro play from macro recovery from Todak. But KEYD, they tried to go for that cheeky play wherein they went over for Takashi to buy some time for the Lord take, and they also have that Eve ultimate. It makes a total sense, but it didn't work out in the end.
Again, it's going to be Todak collapsing on the way to the backside, but it is only Takashi with the Tortoise's voice is still able to buy a lot of time, but in the end, it's going to be Chico picking up the kill, going in for more. A 1-for-0 right now as Todak are looking for the siege to end the game. They have been able to get these crazy picks, but will they be able to shut them down and take the game right now? That is the question that we want to see answered. Right now, it is still KEYD able to defend with that high ground.
Yeah, I think at this point in time, Todak understands that, yes, we do have the pushing power, but, so does KEYD at this point in time. They've got a Beatrix and as well as a Yves that can easily clear these waves from a safe distance, and Todak is just trying to extend their lead as much as possible. They could look to freeze these waves, but they understand that the next wave pushing might allow them to get a pick and, more importantly, break open an inhibitor down on the bot side.
That was beautiful by Formaze, man. It was unnecessary, but it was cool. It was cool, man. It was a flashy play. They got an inhibitor inhibitor. So technically,
And-
it was a good distraction.
Unnecessary, but beautiful. And I love
Style
that.
points.
Style points. But I do agree with you. I think that actually
Yeah, that
made a
was
little
good.
bit of sense because Todak still got the inhibitor because of it. I mean, OK was focused on trying to look for an opening to take down 4Maze. They weren't able to make it in time. And at the same time, Todak is able to get an inhibitor. So it is still Todak getting the better economic advantage. Or that, in fact, they are leading now by 9,000 gold.
Yeah, I mean, Todak is really good at identifying where people kind of like avert their eyes to. And Yumis right now in the middle of everything here. He's got Chiku nearby, but you could see that KEYD understands there's a potential that our backline might be exposed if we delve too deep onto our orange side of the map.
We'll see what happens. Again, right now, as it looks, KEYD will need to defend another enhanced Lord from Todak. I don't think they will be able to go and contest this, man. Look at the waves. Look at the way that Todak is playing. They have the gold lead. They have the turret. They have everything in their arsenal to win this game. What KEYD needs to do right now is try to look for a desperate play, I believe. Because if they just let the enhanced Lord get taken away, I think Todak might just be able to end off of that.
No, they just need a rubber band here because Todak, they understand that if they are stuck and clumped in one place, especially for a neutral objective like the Luminous Lord, it's actually more beneficial for KEYD, who has a lot of strong AoEs to collapse on top of it. You can see they're positioning aggressively and pick up Mikey.
There you go. Mikey's gonna get picked off. He goes in, but the damage will be enough. It's actually gonna be Chiku running in and dealing a lot of damage. It is just 2 members for 1 right now. But KEYD, they're losing out. Prime trying to run away. Chiku, actually, it might be him taken down. He finally gets the kill, and oh my god, he turns around and gets another. Takashi, the only member left standing. He can't do anything else, and Chiku picks up the triple kill to end the game with a bang. Todak will pick up 1 match here at the M3 World Championships.
Well, they have done it. GG. Well played to the Malaysian representatives. Todak here. The mind games work well, and they know how to avert people's eyes. Whether it be flashy plays, you may think, hey, they're kind of trolling. Nah, every move is intentional. They know how to recover, and their mechanics help them back it up.
And totally understanding the nature of their draft, as well as the fact that they